guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. As many of you know, I'm a woman in long-term recovery. I'm a CARC, I'm a CRPA, I'm a rape crisis counselor, and I am a Narcan trainer. If you look at my description box down below, you'll find the link to all my social media, things that I've been involved with, other videos that I've made, which one of them is explaining what my CARC and CRPA and rape crisis counselor and Narcan trainer and yada, 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 what all that means and how I obtained it in my state, which is New York State. There are a bunch of wish lists down there. One being my most important is my Amazon wish list, which I use to create go bags, which I help my local community with just items that everybody needs, whether you're newly home from incarceration, rehab, or just need a helping hand, because let's face it, that's what it's all about. I supply diapers, baby supplies, food, snacks, hygiene, blah, blah, blah. You know, just the basic essentials that we take for granted, that when we don't have, we don't realize how much we need to feel human. So also, there's a Mother's Day wish list down there that I'm so incredibly grateful has like literally a handful of things left on it that need to be bought. So if you can, check that out, that would be awesome. Now, today I did something and I made a different wish list. I made a harm reduction wish list. But I'm not going to link that below because I do not want any negativity surrounding it. If you do not understand harm reduction, then you need to find out. Because we don't do that here. We don't judge and we don't criticize for wherever we are on our pathways to recovery. Now, as a lot of you may know, I am a huge supporter of harm reduction, and I'm also a syringe peer. So if you are interested in the harm reduction list, give your girl a message or comment down below and I'll hook you up with the link. But I'm not going to put that out there for people to just tear apart. I know nobody in our little YouTube fam's going to do that, but there are some haters that occasionally pop on the page, so I have to be mindful of that. Couple of things I want to share with you guys. Number one, yesterday was Wednesday and Jared made his last report date to parole. So we are literally, I'm actually going to get a countdown app on my phone because I'm petty like that. And I'm super excited. So he made his last report. He never has to call in and report again. She did say to him that, I will be up at the house to see you, so don't get caught with your wife there. But, so we're like down to the nitty gritty, and I'm so proud of him. He has grown and changed so much. I mean, he was always a really great guy, but now he's just this amazing man, and I'm so incredibly proud of him. And we're almost done. We're almost done. It's almost behind us, and I'm super excited. Number two, guys, I made a filming room. Jared and I did it together, and I'm in it now. It still needs some stuff. I don't know if you guys, tell me if the sound sounds different. I hope not. But yeah, I just have to do a couple of more things. We have a new backdrop, and I love it. I think this backdrop is totally me, and I love that it's all these crazy colors like my hair, and I absolutely love it. And yeah, I have my regular blackish purple one for professional settings because I'm not going to go on, Zoom meetings with this. But so yeah, I'm really excited to give you guys a little, and when I say little, because the room is very little, give you a little tour of the film room here in a couple of days. But it's, I'm proud of it and I'm excited. It's a big step for us. So of course I have my little handy dandy list here as always because my memory is horrible, but I have a lot of big things to talk to you guys about, and I can't wait to share them with you as they start to come into fruition. But just to let you guys know, I have a presentation tonight that I am presenting something that will be amazing for the recovery community. So I will keep you guys posted. And yeah, so today I'm going to talk to you about the top 5 worst things in solitary confinement. So I know I did a previous video about what solitary was like, but I really want to delve into these 5 specific topics. And I'm going to start from the bottom, like the least worst to the worst, if that makes sense. So number 5 is no commissary. So when you go into lock, you get packed up with all your belongings, and I'm going to base this on New York State Women's Facility because that is the only state and facility I have ever served time in. My jelly beans just fell over. So, I'll give you guys a sneak peek at like my new favorite snack. These are life. If you find them, eat them all. Anyway, let's put my stash over here. So, okay, the reason why I say no commissary is because you're already locked up, right? And as you know, food becomes life. It becomes a staple. It becomes a part of your ritual and your community and just who you become while you're incarcerated. You know, everyone has their different cooking styles, different backgrounds that we all come from, and we all cook differently. And it just, to get that taken away from you for an extended period of time is heartbreaking. I know for me, the only thing I really had to look forward to was at night when I sat down with my friends and we had a meal together, and I got to experience how they cooked food in their culture and vice versa. And it's just really upsetting to get that taken away from you for an extended period of time. Like, I literally went into lock and I was like, really? Like, Pop-Tarts is my life now? And that's how it becomes, you know. And I remember, and I had it out on my desk because you have like a little metal desk and stool, you know, so you can write and stuff. So the only place you're not sitting is just on your rack, bed, you know. And I had a bag of fucking rice, right, that I had just gotten, and all like your stuff that is perishable, they'll throw out when they pack your stuff to go to lock. Because what happens is you either go straight to lock for whatever reason, or you get a ticket and you go to lock from your hearing. I'll link the other video that I did so it goes all into depth with that. So I had like a whole bunch of cold food and whatnot, and all that got trashed. And I went to lock, and I had this goddamn bag of Carolina rice, right? Like, what is that, like a 1 pound bag? And I stuck it on my desk, and every day I would look at it, and I was like, I wonder if I soak this rice in cold water long enough, if it will actually become rice and I can eat it. But I didn't get that desperate. So that's number 5. Number 4, God, it's so hard to like put things lower down. But like number 4, I guess would be I don't know, because these all suck. So I guess would be that you can only shower 3 times a week. So I was very fortunate in the lock unit that I was in. We had a female officer during the day, and she worked on shower days, which was Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you were asleep, she'd be like, shower, get up, your dirty ass is showering. So I'm super grateful for her. So even if you were asleep, she wouldn't let you like skip shower. Like if she went on vacation or wasn't there and it was shower day and you weren't up and you weren't at your window, like, hello, it's my shower time, what's up? They would just totally skip you. So we were super grateful and blessed to have her. So, but it sucks. You only get to shower 3 times a week, and they literally time you. You get 5 minutes. They're like, knock, 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 knock. And it sucks. Like, can I enjoy this? I only get to do it for 15 minutes altogether all week. So that's a shitty, thing. So what did we do? We did no commissary showering. The next one that I feel is the third worst one is no self-care. And by no self-care, I mean you cannot do anything to improve your mood, to improve how you feel. So for me, like on the warmer weather, I'll go outside when yard is called, it's broken up into intervals. There's one that's only like for an hour, and then there's the second part is for an hour and a half. But you can stay out for 2.5 hours. I would never. That's way too much. I don't want to be outside that long. But on nice days, if you had nothing to do in the afternoon or whatnot, go outside, walk around in the yard for 15, 20 minutes. Changes your mindset, changes how you think. Being able to go to the library for me was self-care. Just being able to play a game of cards or have a conversation with someone when you're having an off day. You know, that's a very, very big part of self-care in prison. Being able to sign up to go to cosmetology and get a haircut, you know, just things that we take for granted in the free world that are all we have when we were incarcerated. And when those things are taken away, it truly affects our mental health and our mental well-being. So that was number 3. Number 2, for the worst part for me, was no phone. That was detrimental. At the time, my daughter was very, very young. When I got incarcerated this last time, Bella was 5. It's not like she was going to sit down and write me a letter. I would get little drawings with, like, you know, her name and her trying to learn to write her name and stuff. But as far as a hi mom, how are you type of thing, she wasn't capable of that. At the time, until Jared got incarcerated himself, he didn't really truly understand the importance of written letters. So at that time, we were only, well, actually at this point in time, when he and I I was done with him at this point. This was before we got married, and I thought that we weren't going to make it, and we weren't even talking. So, you know, not having a phone and having daily access to the outside world is grueling. And it tanks your mental health like you wouldn't believe. So now you're stuck in a room 23-1, which means 23 hours out of the day, because legally they're supposed to give you 1 hour of rec, if you're lucky. If it's raining or the officer hates you, it's just not even going to happen. But that's another video. So you're in there 23-1, right? In this cell by yourself, this tiny, tiny room. And then, you know, now you can't even have the socialization that you have inside the facility with your people because you are locked away from all of them. Hopefully you have a cool officer that you could yell across the hall from each other or bang on the wall to the chick next to you just to hear another person's voice. A lot of times in lock facilities, you know, or lock corridors, you will hear girls singing just to hear each other's voices. So that non-communication thing is just really fucks with your head. It's bad. And the worst part about being in solitary confinement is you're alone. Like, it's the best and worst part. So at first it's cool, like, all right, I'm gonna catch up on some sleep. Like, you try and be positive about it. But after a while, like, you're alone. You're alone in a strange place. And then on top of it, you're alone from the people that you've created this little family type situation with. So you're away from your life on the outside. You're away from your friends, your family, your children, whatever, significant others. And then you come in and you finally adjust to being on the inside. And then you get taken away from those people too. And don't get it wrong. There are a lot of people in lock that do not deserve to be there. Some people have been set up. Some people have been put in there because the guards feel they're a security risk, and they're really not. They're just not liked. So not everybody that is in segregation earned their spot there. So I did a stupid thing. I was set up during a strip search, which I already did a video about this, and I was put there. I earned my spot, right? When I was in seg in county, I did not deserve to be there. I was sentenced very, very harshly. So don't think that everybody who's there deserves to be there. And if they are there, they finally, just right now, last week I posted about it, they posted a law in New York State that you cannot do more than 15 days at a clip in straight seg. After that, you have to be integrated into a program. You have to be integrated back into a jail type society because they're finding it is detrimental to people's mental health. And I totally agree, it is. I came out of lock and I had to reacclimate back into prison life all over again. And it was fucking difficult and I hated it. So those are the top 5 worst parts of being in segregation. I mean, there's no part of it that's good. There's no part that you're like, yes. No part at all. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And remember, we recover loudly, so those behind us do not suffer in silence.